Hello, hello, hello. This is the Show Love Tarot, and I am Show Love. Thank you for joining me again today, downtown Olympia, at Radiance and Kindred Moon, apothecary, and massage and herbs and everything you can ever possibly can ever want for your spiritual needs, really. And then you got to go do the work, but all the tools and stuff is here. Okay, so. I'm Show Love. And I'm coming to you to give you a reading, a general reading for the general. This is general. So all of this won't apply to you. So take what resonates and then just leave what doesn't, okay? Don't be in my comments talking about, well, I don't care. Just take what. And if there's nothing, just go on and go find some other reader, okay? Glory be to God. Anyway, the first card that came up for the general public, for all signs, okay, was the Nine of Swords. Some of y'all are having sleepless nights and anxiety and worry. I mean, a lot of it, Spirit's telling me, is I feel like some chickens are coming home to roost for some of you, or someone that you know. Some chickens are coming home to roost. I mean, honestly, I always say this: what you cast upon the waters will surely come back to you. It will. Sometimes immediately. Sometimes it'll take a little time, but you know what? Those aren't that long arm of justice and stuff. It just reaches and reaches till it grabs you. My Uncle Gene used to always say, you can't run from justice. You can try, but you cannot run. And some of y'all are just realizing that, you know what? Some stuff y'all did in the past, I mean, maybe it was like, generational stuff, generational curses, like bad habits and poor stuff that you learned. Someone gave you like these poor habits and ways of operating in the world, very toxic and stuff. They're from your past, but you know what? You're an adult now, some of you. It's time to adult and take responsibility for your actions and stuff. But some of y'all don't want to do that. Some of y'all don't want to do that. Some of y'all don't want to be exposed. Five of Pentacles in reverse. There's an exposure season is happening whether you want it or not, especially during this retrograde. I don't think the retrograde is over until May 14th. And then there's like 2 weeks after the retrograde. So if you're doing anything significant during this retrograde right now, knowing that you have some old business to take care of before you start doing any new business and cleaning up your own stuff. I made a post on my Instagram recently, last night. I think it was about shadow work and needing to do shadow work, and how some of y'all are just running around doing no shadow work, thinking y'all just, the bee's knees, and y'all got some real serious stuff going on mentally, emotionally, and physically and spiritually. And you wonder why you're stuck and things aren't moving like you want to, and you just keep presenting these platitudes of your life that, it's like, oh, well, look at me, da-da-da-da. The picture I'm seeing is a peacock. Some of y'all are peacocking around, knowing y'all are full of mess. I saw this lady at my physical therapist the other day. She had a shirt on. It said, the Mess Express or something like that. She was like, honest, hi, how are you? Hi. She had this shirt on called the Hot Mess Express. And I said, you know what, own that shit, girl. If you know you a hot mess, be the hot mess. Own it, because you know what? Those with eyes, we see it. And the longer we focus on it, it's gonna come out anyway. So you might as well just express yourself. Like my favorite example of this is Eminem in the movie 8 Mile. When they try to like diss him and be like, oh, you're this and this. He was like, I already know. Y'all ain't gonna try to diss me. about shit that I already know. I know it. I'm a diss myself first before y'all can do it. Okay? So people try to pin you in these things and project things onto you, and you're like, no, this is who I am. And I know who I am. I know who I am. I am that I am. Popeye, right? So anyway, some of you are wanting to come out of the cold, but you can't because you're misusing your authority. Emperor in reverse. Some of you have misused your authority. Some of you have continued toxic behaviors. Some of you are realizing that in this particular day and time, you can no longer do that without that coming back to you quickly. The chickens are coming home to roost, I promise you. The King of Swords in reverse, clarify the Nine of Swords. Whew. So King of Swords, someone wasn't being honest, someone wasn't telling the truth, someone was being backbiting and backstabbing. Some of y'all just got some. I did a reading about this yesterday, I think. Some of you have some double-edged tongue, like a snake tongue. Some of you guys are snakes, or you're dealing with snakes. And you're double speaking, you're not being honest. And that is coming home to roost. I don't care how much you project that you're just type of person, or that you're this and that, or you're, holier than thou and self-righteous. It doesn't matter. You have so much money, you have these accolades, and it doesn't matter. God doesn't care about that stuff. God sees the heart of every man and woman. God knows the truth about every man and woman. And no matter how hard you try to hide this, beloveds, it's going to come to light. It's going to be exposed, because exposing that darkness in your heart is the only way God is going to heal you and reveal you and uplift you and favor you. You have to be willing to express that darkness. And I feel like some of you guys are dark. This Emperor reverse, the control issues, the it's just wickedness in the heart, right? Some of you are about to be exposed for the wickedness in your heart, and this is generational stuff. This is stuff that's going back to your ancestors and stuff. Nightmares, things that they did and that you're doing that you've done. It's causing nightmares for others, and so now those nightmares are coming back to you. You're about to get some of you are about to get some nightmares. Some of you, maybe someone you know, put yourself where you go. I don't know you know your heart. You and God, that's all that matters. And if God knows your heart and knows the truth about you, there is nothing, no man or woman can take anything away from you that's God ordained for you. I promise you that. It's the King of Swords in reverse, clarifying that there's some, again, some truths that are about to be revealed as lies. I love it. I love it. I love it. If you've ever been lied on or lied to, you're going to love these lies being exposed. I promise you. There's some lies that are about to be exposed, some deception from your past, maybe habits of you being a deceptive person or dealing with deceptive people. Maybe you were raised by deceptive people and now you're codependent on deceptive people. Put yourself where you go. Okay? Two of Pentacles clarified, the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, some of you are juggling. Some of you are trying to juggle your way out of the situation. Some of you are trying to balance, to create a balance, but it's too late. The Tower is here. The Tower card came out next, and the Tower clarified the Emperor. Those of you have been abusing your authority, you are about to have a Tower. I promise you. I bet my life on it. Okay. You're about to have a tower because your reign of abusing your power is over. Spirit says, Hi, how are you? Page of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, whatever gains that you thought, whatever gains that you thought you were making by being deceptive and abusing your authority and juggling these people that were, looks like Five of Pentacles in reverse, people that were dependent upon you or looking towards you for some support, and you're just like, maybe I'll help you today, and maybe I'll help you tomorrow, and maybe, just let that give and take. That it's like that trauma. It's a trauma bond. Ooh, glory be to God. Once I learned trauma bonding, what that was, freed me up miraculously. Trauma bonding. Google it. My mom says, Google it. Oh my God, Google it. Trauma bonding. Some of you are coming out of that. Some of you have been dominating your environment with that trauma bond. That give, take. I want you to look it up. I want you to look it up. I want you to do the research. Okay? Look up what trauma bonding is, and either you are participating in this trauma bond with this person who is abusing their authority, or you are that abuser of authority that is using this sick, twisted game of trauma bonding to keep people in under your control. Because that control is going to make you lose greatly. No offers coming in. The money that is there is leaving. No one's going to want to do business with you. No one wants to deal with you. You're going to be rejected beyond belief. Okay? You're going to have to learn how to lovingly give and take. This is not in your DNA, but this is what you're being called to do. To bring in a balance of that give and take. Some of you have to learn compassion. Some of you have to learn empathy. Some of you have to learn how to love. The way that you have been loving is more of a control, manipulative, sadistic type of love, a trauma bond love. And that's not love, it's trauma bonding. But some of you are attached to your trauma bonds, and that's how you operate in the world, is that it's like that kid on the playground, it's like if he doesn't get, he or she or they doesn't get their way, then, I'm going to take my toys and I'm going to go home and stuff. I'm like, just go home. No one wants your toys. There's plenty of toys in the world, glory be to God. But if you haven't had experience in life, if you don't know what that trauma bond is, this is really a reading about trauma bond. God, boy, it is. Okay. Yes, it is. Sword. Truth. Okay, trauma bonding. Yes, toxic environments, toxic abusive authorities. Yes. Can't believe I'm still reading about this, but here we are. Some people just never learn. Those chickens are coming home to roost. If you have been abusing your authority and you have been purposefully keeping people out of the cold and juggling them, and it's that juggling that said that trauma bond that give you, take, give you, I'm gonna take it away, give it, I'm gonna take it away, I'm gonna take it away. Ooh, that is just some nasty stuff. I've seen it happen. And it's usually, I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say it. But to take something away, you have to be in a position to give it in the first place, right? So I'm just gonna leave that there, glory be to God, and that could be anything. Trauma bonding, don't do it. That's all I'm gonna say, because I'm starting to sweat, and I don't like sweating. So anyway, stay away from trauma bonding those who are abusing their authority. Because there's a tower about to happen. Like, my nose is itching. Y'all know I'm telling the truth when my nose starts itching. God. And I'm sweating. Glory be to God. Yes. All right, general reading collective. Stay safe. No trauma bonding, all right? Get some sleep, for God's sake.